dropped a video on this website, and they gave me in their credits the link to this man's website, Sean the Sheepy. He's literally disappeared. We don't know who this guy is who dropped this video. First of all, what we just looked at was an atmospheric chamber. The average cost is this much right here. So for somebody to hoax this, it would be a lot of money. These are military people. You see these monitors at the top? Those monitors is what people look at, and they surveil on the inside of the chambers. So in that video, notice it was dark and you wasn't able to see. So it looks like they were closing up. You want to know what that really was? Later in the video, we're going to pull you into the biohybrid agenda that deals with the false flag alien invasion. The US Army dude, supposedly Army, that came out and said something about the alien invasion recently, got in trouble for what he said. Here's some key things that he did say.
We are launching the drones up in the sky. The orbs that's inside the sky that y'all see that's glowing and stuff, that's shooting down the drones and all that, that's not a part of us. Them are actually real life aliens. We will have to evacuate sooner than later.
Now though, he's came out and said he's had a lot of trouble since he put out this video.
Hey man, I'm finna delete all my videos. I'm done. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of talking about the UFOs. I'm tired of talking about the orbs. Like, I'm done with everything and everybody, bro. It's been killing me, bro. My phone been blowing up. My NCOs, the higher ups, been hitting my phone about taking it down. Article 15s left and right. I'm done. It's really messing up my whole life right now. Like, I wish I never even came out and said anything, because now I'm being silenced. And it's just too much. It's too much on my plate, on my shoulders right now. And I can't continue to do this. I'm sorry.
I still think it was a psyop. So a former FBI agent that came out with it, talking about the plasmas. So the plasmas that he was talking about, they literally started using that word instead of UFO because this was something that they were going to do. And apparently he goes in to say they can read emotions of human living creatures, printing records to collect, storing blueprints of the human soul for later reference. Why would it be that they needed to use orbs, aka plasmas? Because what's next is the orbs are going to start voice command talking to people.
Weapon that can make laser plasma balls talk.
Stop, or we will be forced to fire upon you.
It's called the laser-induced plasma effect that can shoot out to a certain distance, and they can pipe in sound waves through it.
So if you think this is an angel, this is what they're going to do. But there's still a huge question that's still in your mind right now. Why did the radiation spike, and what's the real scenario behind that right here? So FBI agent John Dezousa talks about the nuclear fusion potentially being used. If you look on this side of the screen right there, it's a lot of them actually ramping up on nuclear fusion for drones. So now this makes a lot of sense. We've seen a radiation spike in New York, remember? And then after that, Dimitri went out there and we showed you his meter. It was at 0.06. But the reason why the spike went up is because when they crash, if they have fusion inside of them, it's nuclear radiation inside of those drones. So when it crashes, there's a spike in radiation, but when they clean it, then it goes down. But then we're like, okay, how with physical evidence can we try to prove this?
Again, we're right here at the Lowe's, right at the UAP crash site right now, because radioactive material will melt snow if there's enough of it. Now there's two things that I caught here, okay? One being this right here. It looks as if something hit and splattered that way, okay? Now, there's another one here. This hits, splatters that way. But I did take a water sample of the retention pond all the way down there, and I'm gonna have some lab results done, and it might take a couple weeks.
We will be updating about those samples, but I found something deeper into the story. And you look on screen here, you see a pattern that tells you right into the storyline unravels. So check it out right here. We got all the interconnected tubes, return pipe. This is the drone you're looking at right here. Bam, we take it on right here. Boom, you see right there, nuclear fuel bed. And here is the pressure vessel and the valve. This is where they store it at. And they're putting this inside the chamber of the drone.
Why are they over a cemetery?
And this could be the major reason why they're not shooting any of them down.
Oh my God, the cops are down there saying go back to your house, bro.
Because a false flag event can appear where they have a time where they want these to be taken down, and we get a huge spike. Instead of us just sitting here and saying, we gonna die. Instead of that, the solution is this. All of us, let's just get radiation detectors.
Yo, something big is finna fucking happen, bro.
And then we take pictures, we post them, you send them to JWTV on Twitter, you send it to sjackson2447gmail.com, and we can share this together as a community. So if a spike does happen, we instantly get the information out, transmit it to each other just like that. Fried chicken and fried biscuits. Before I dropped my dang on TV, I was about to show you this right here. Check it out. Wham! So look at this. There's something you're missing here. They literally say first, there's two plans. If the asteroid comes, then you're gonna have to be contained. But also if the alien agenda comes, they might just say you have to be contained. It's all a setup. Now this clip is important because apparently in underground bases, some alien, half robot hybrids are being kept. Listen to Philip Corso, who actually was in the US Army years ago and seen these things, and these were going to be used in the false flag alien agenda.
And first when I reported in, I was a special assistant. Then he created the Foreign Technology Division about a week later and put me in charge of it. There I started getting autopsy reports. I started getting other crash reports, the artifacts I got. And by that time I established, and I'd visited the site here. But when I came to research and development, which was 14 years later, by the way, I inherited all these artifacts, and I inherited the autopsy reports from Walter Reed Hospital. Now Walter Reed, there was a laboratory there, which was our laboratory, and we financed. So there I started getting indication, proof that a crash really happened here. Of course, then I kept it quiet for 35 years. I had an oath with the general, and I didn't reveal the names of people. Even he criticized me. He said, 35 years you kept a secret, didn't even tell your family. I thought, why should I tell anybody? No, the general told me, he said, Phil, let's keep it secret. When I die, though, I relieve you of my oath. 3 years ago, the general died. And I start putting all this on paper. The extraterrestrial, he's a little different. He's composed in a way of cells also, like humans are. This structure has some metallic surroundings that have to survive in space, from debris in space, which keeps striking it constantly. It'll knock holes in it. So there's a little different strength there that will last a few more years. It is really almost a biological type of biological structure, because the extraterrestrial fits in it, but made with a little more strength that's needed in the extra. Remember, these cloners that made these things made them in a way where they would fit in what they wanted to fit in. The ship itself is maybe a biological type structure because of the cell and the atom structure, but it's all created with more strength because it has to resist more. This being is protected in a way. Now when this being comes in this world, he will wear a suit, skin-tight suit, which we found. His skin is atomically aligned, and his suit is atomically aligned. That's to repel radiation and harmful effects, even cosmic action. Since he doesn't breathe air, the ones that come alive in this world will have a type of helmet on them. And since he doesn't speak, he has no vocal cords, he will have something that intensifies a transmission that he maybe can communicate.
And the big piece of information you don't want to miss is hidden in this video. They banned it. And subscribe, I got some of the hugest reveals coming your way.